The truth is, bro, you right on time. We keep looking at what everybody else is doing. Social media can also give us a false sense of perception. We think that people are ahead of us. We think that people are doing better than us. But the thing is, we're only in competition with ourselves. It's me versus me. It's you versus you. For the women watching, because we do have women that be watching on the channel, bro. It's her versus her. Right, brother? Like, there's no race. There's no competition, bro. It's you versus you. Because don't nobody got your story. Don't nobody got your background. Don't nobody got your grit, determination, hustle, discipline, consistency. Nobody has your dreams. Nobody has your goals. And it doesn't mean that you've been perfect throughout life. It doesn't mean that you couldn't have gone harder. It doesn't mean that you couldn't have put in more work. You probably could have. But you are in competition with who you were yesterday. And I promise you, if you're trying to evolve 1% better each day, you're going to be proud of who you become a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. It's about the vision, the long game, the longevity. We get so short-sighted, we don't understand 5 years really ain't nothing. 5 years go by like this because we always living in the present moment, and the present moment is always moving. So we're only getting closer to that. We definitely not going backwards. We're only going forward. We're only moving forward. We're only moving ahead. And you have to prepare for what's to come. It's coming your way, whether you want it to or not. What's coming my way? Life, trials and tribulations, success or no success. Whatever comes your way is a result of what you're doing in the present moment. So we don't have time to compare ourselves to other people. It's a waste of time, actually. It really is. We don't have time to compare ourselves to what other people are doing. We only have time to compare ourselves to ourselves. Okay, this is what I did yesterday. This is how I could get better. This is how you got to move like you're a business, bro. You got to move like you're a business because you are a business. You are a business. So how do businesses run? What's the profits that we're making? Okay, can we sustain off that? How can we invest in ourselves to make ourselves better? Okay, like looking at yourself and looking at yourself as a business means that you're looking at, okay, how did I progress 5 years? Okay, 5 years ago I was here, now I'm here. Putting in the work and trusting the process, trusting God's timing. So no, brother, you're not behind. You're not behind. You 25, 26, 27, 28, you're not behind. You 30, 31, 32, 33, you're not behind. You're in your 40s, you're not behind. Because if God wakes you up for another day and you have 24 hours to go and get it, and we're all living and sharing this present moment, then you can go ahead and make it happen. As long as you're alive, you can get better. It's that simple. As long as your heart is beating, you can get better. You can become successful. You can reach your goals. You can reach your dreams. Nothing's out of reach for you. Nothing's out of reach. Don't feel insecure, bro. Don't feel like you don't got it going on just because other people got it going on. You never understand what's going on in their life, bro. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, bro. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know if they're telling the truth or if they're faking. There's a lot of fakers in the world. There's a lot of fakers in society. And we got to figure out, okay, who's telling the truth? All right, who's really doing what they're supposed to be doing? All right, who's really on their grind? All right, who's really going to the gym? I just came from the gym. I put in 1 hour. That's what I had to give today, 1 hour. Nothing more, nothing less. On a tight schedule. Had to come in here, make this video. Right? Was just at the gym. Now I'm here. Now we're cooking up. Because success leaves clues, brother. Success leaves habits. I'm not going to lollygag and play around with my life. Are you playing around with yours? I'm not going to play around with my time. My time is very valuable. Are you playing around with your time? Are you wasting your time? I get a lot of comments that say, hey, brother, your videos, man, they're good, and they really, you really waste no time, and you get straight to the point, and you're dropping real gems. Like, I feel like I'm not wasting my time watching your videos. And I respond and I say, time is your greatest currency. I would never waste that. I would never, ever waste your time. So when I drop my videos, I do my absolute best. I'm not perfect. I'm sure my videos could be more polished. I'm sure I could get to the point even quicker. I'm sure I could be even better. right? That's why this is my job. That's for me to figure out. That's for me to compare my videos this year to last year to the year before. And say, okay, how can I get better as a creator? Why? Not to make more money, not to be more successful, not to be popular, to not waste the viewers' time, to change their lives so they can be purpose driven and experience what it means to have a purpose driven life. It's beautiful. It takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of sweat, blood, and tears, but I wouldn't want it any other way. And y'all need to experience that too. And if I can make the right video the right way, then I can. You see how I'm dissecting, right? You see how I'm going in? Are you talking to yourself about the things that you're creating in your life? You might not make videos. You might not create content like how I make, but you're still creating something. You have a vision and you're going towards it. You want to be a basketball player, football player. You want to be an athlete in any sport. You want to be, making music, right? You want to be a lawyer. You want to be a doctor, whatever you want to be, bro. You just want to survive and thrive, right? You don't even care what job you have. You just want to find a job and work. That's all vision. You're a visionary, right? You have to dissect, okay, what am I doing today in order to reach that vision? That's it. I'm not telling y'all that you got to go crazy. I ain't telling y'all that you got to figure it all out. I'm not telling y'all none of that. I'm just saying you have to ask yourself, what have I been doing on a daily basis to get to where I want to go? What have I been doing on a daily basis to enter that realm, to enter my goals and dreams, to be in that space, right? Some of us, we not in that space. We not in that territory. We not even close to it because we're not hanging around the right people. We're not doing the right things. We're doing the wrong things. We're wasting time. Time is your biggest currency. You can't waste time. But what you got to understand about time is when you do reach that area, when you are speaking to the right people, you got to prepare yourself, bro, because it hits super fast. Success hits you overnight almost. And it's not because it's literally overnight, but it's because you've been putting in the work for a year, for 2 years, for 3, 4, 5. So when it's your time, and you have to be prepared for that. There are people who they didn't put in no work, right? They get successful overnight. They get popular overnight. And you can tell they don't know how to handle it. People who never had money before, never tried to build financial literacy and good financial habits, when they get money, if they hit the lottery, they lose that money. Because they think it's infinite. So they're spending it on things that don't add value. You're spending it on a lifestyle that doesn't help them. A lifestyle that doesn't help them succeed. That's scary, bro. It's scary to not have a foundation built. So your foundation is, I'm putting in the work today. I'm putting in the work tomorrow. I'm putting in the work next week. I'm putting in the work next month. And as a matter of fact, bro, I've been putting in the work for months. I've been putting in the work for years. Some of y'all been putting in the work, it feels like your whole life, and you still haven't got the results. And I'm still going to tell you to prepare, because when the results come, it comes, bro. When you make that money, you make that money. When you reach success, you reach success. When you reach your goals, you reach your goals. But you got to trust God's timing, and you got to keep doing your part. Because when he does his part, oh boy, your life gonna change overnight. When God does his part, everything that you've been working on comes together. You got to understand that. So you're going to go through seasons of your life that you didn't know you had to go through in order to reach the success that you wanted. But everything that you're going through, good, bad, ugly, positive, excellent, whatever it is, that's going to help prepare you for when the time comes for you to be successful and reach your goals. That's going to help prepare you. But a lot of y'all don't understand that. And you got to understand that. And you got to understand that quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that's going to stop you from quitting. That leads me to my next point, and my last point is that we can't be quitters. We can't, because when you quit, it's done. It's over. You're no longer doing your part, so you can't even worry about God doing his. You're going to keep comparing yourself to people on social media. You're going to keep comparing yourself to people on Instagram. You're going to keep comparing yourself, and comparison is the thief of joy. You just got to lock into you and compare yourself to who you was yesterday and be proud of your progress. Some of y'all making progress, but because it ain't the progress that somebody else is making, you're not happy with your progress. Some of y'all making progress, but because it feels slow, because you looking around, you don't understand how much progress you really making. Hella progress. You making hella progress. Some of y'all making a lot of progress in your life. Right? Some of y'all are making a lot of progress in your life. But because you don't see it manifesting in a big way, you think nothing's happening. Ooh, that's a scary mindset, bro. That's not good, bro. Yeah, you've been in the gym for 3 months. You don't see much changes, but something's happening in here. The mentality, the discipline, the consistency, you know what, those past 3 months, I didn't see no results, but I'm hungry for results. I'm going to keep going. And you know what? I'm going to stay in the gym a little longer. I'm going to go a little longer. I'm going to be a little bit more consistent. I'm going to give a little bit more effort. I'm going to be on that treadmill a little longer. Like, you start to go insane in a good way, obsessed with being the best version of yourself, because there is something called an unlived life, and you don't want that. You want to live everything that you think will be unlived, which means there's a version of yourself out there that's doing everything that he knows he's supposed to do. And there's another version of you that's not doing jack. And there's another version of you that's doing so-so. And a lot of y'all are in the middle doing so-so. You know what you need to do to elevate. You know what you need to do to self-improve, but you're not doing that because it's hard, because it's difficult. But you guys don't see 5-10 years from now, the guy that's doing the most disciplined thing, the most consistent thing, the thing that's most challenging, he's living the best quality of life. He's living his dreams and goals. And there's a lot of people in the middle, they stay in the middle, and they're just doing okay. And then there's people at the bottom who don't do nothing, and they're not doing so good. It all takes personal responsibility, and it all takes personal accountability for who we are in our life and for what we're doing in our lives. Success leaves clues. It leaves clues. You're supposed to be looking at Kobe Bryant. Read about his story. Look at what he's been through. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad. See his drive, his Mamba mentality, his mindset. You're supposed to be studying Michael Jordan. You're supposed to be studying Tom Brady. Don't care if you like these people or not. When you study the greats, you understand something. They did what they didn't want to do, but they knew they had to do. Waking up at 4 a.m., going to the gym. It's not just about training the body, it's about training the mind. So when Kobe Bryant is in the clutch and he takes that shot, he knows he's going to make it because he's been practicing that shot at 4 a.m. That's why he has so many game winners. Did he make every single game winner? No, he's human. He could shoot that shot the same way, but the ball just didn't go in. It happens. But the ball will go in more often than not because he practiced, because he put in the work. Are you practicing? Are you practicing on your craft? Are you doing the things you know you need to do? Are you locking in? Are you chasing your goals and dreams? Are you walking towards it? Or are you just talking about it? Are you just talk? What type of guy you want to be? What type of person do you want to be remembered for or remembered as? Do you want to be somebody that goes after it, or do you want to be somebody that just talks about it because you just kind of want it, but you don't really want it for real? You just sort of want it. I want to be successful. I want to be successful. You know, I want it. Yeah, I want it, bro. You know, I want it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. You know, I want it. You know, yeah. You going to the gym, man? Yeah, I'll go to the gym. Yeah. Dog, like, it gotta be clear, bro. It's like, bro, I want this, bro. I'm going to the gym today, bro. There's no choice. I don't have a choice. I'm not battling. See, people who speak, they're battling in their mind. Should I go? Should I not go? I don't want to go, but I know I have to go. And you reach this middle point where you're paralyzed because you know you have to do something, but you don't want to do it. And then you feed into the comfortability, the temporary pleasure, not realizing, bro, once you do it, once you do what's hard, once you do what's difficult, once you don't quit, the feeling of fulfillment is 100 times better than falling for the temptation of, I'll do it later. Facts. It's 1,000,000 times better. It's 1,000,000,000 times better to just say, I'm gonna go here. Y'all can go here for the temporary comfort and sleep on your beautiful, nice Tempur-Pedic bed. I'm gonna go here, even if it means I only get to sleep half the amount of time as you. Because that means everything that I needed to do today is done. My checklist is done, it's complete. And I could rest later, not in the middle. I could rest later, not in the middle. People are resting in the middle. And they get mad at you when you don't rest in the middle either. They get mad at you when you don't rest in the middle either. You know, I tell people I do physical activity 7 days out the week. Oh, you need a rest day, bro. You're not supposed to work out. I know that. Why do you think I look like this? Recovery days are just as important as the days you put in the work. But when I say physical activity, they don't recognize every day I'm going to walk. It's in me. If I don't, something don't feel right. I can't just sit down. I may not go as hard as I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But when it's Saturday, that's my day of rest. Right? So I might walk and stretch and jump rope, but I'm not lifting heavy weights. I'm doing what works for me. You got to do what works for you. Even if people don't understand. Even if people don't get it. Even if people don't agree. You know, most of my diet is keto. I grew up eating rice. I love rice. I still eat rice from time to time, but I keep the carbs very low, so it's only about 1 cup. If you understand the measurements, it ain't really much. Most days I don't eat rice. Right? I keep my carbs low. You don't have to follow me. This is what works for me, right? But I grew up loving rice. Right? So why would I make that change? Research, wanting my health to be good. Rice is not bad. But I'm sticking to something. Mentality. What works for me. I'm sticking to a routine. I'm sticking to the discipline. I'm sticking with the consistency. A lot of people can't say that because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people can't stick with a diet. I recommend speak with your dietitian or nutrition, or, you know, pray about it, speak to God about it. Don't just do something because, you know, but I recommend doing something. It don't have to be food. It doesn't have to be the gym. It should be, though. It really should be. All of y'all should already be in the gym if you're watching my channel. If you're watching the Purpose Driven Man Brotherhood channel, you should be in the gym, bro. But I recommend that you do something and stick to it. And that's what diet is good for. People always talk about the physical benefits, but my point is what it does for you mentally is on a whole nother level. Because you're eliminating things. It's an elimination diet. And you're still eliminating things that could be good for you. It's not that it's inherently bad, but you're sticking to something, a routine, something that works for you. And you're doing it for your mental, to make your mental sharper, to make your mental better. Right? Do anything like that. Learn to play the clarinet, like Squidward on SpongeBob. I don't care what you do. Wash the dishes and just be consistent with that. It's not about the dishes, right? It's not about the dishes. It's about the mentality that every day at 8 o'clock, I wash the dishes. You're building something. Fortitude. Showing up for yourself every day, doing something every day simply because you said it. It could be something as simple as waking up. Every day I wake up at 6 a.m. Every day. For me, it's 4. So sticking to something and doing that will put you on a whole nother level. That's going to put you on a whole nother level. Building a foundation like we spoke about earlier. Building a routine. Putting in that work that we're speaking about throughout this whole video. And like we spoke about earlier, trusting God's timing, understanding that God's timing is perfect, and understanding that you're not behind, but you can treat yourself like a business and ask, how have you grown over time and where are you going? You need to do a self-evaluation, right? So you can preserve yourself, so you can make it. Why do you think a lot of malls close down? Why do you think there's a lot of businesses closing down? Right? Because they self-evaluated and they recognize we can no longer survive. And that's a hard feeling. And I don't want y'all to have that feeling where you recognize I'm going to die and I haven't accomplished anything that I wanted to. I don't want y'all to have that feeling. Or where did the past 20, 30 years go? I don't want y'all to have that feeling. And if you do have that feeling, understand that you're alive right now, your heart is beating, and you can make the changes that you need in your life to make it 100% better than it was the day before. I love y'all. I believe in y'all. And I trust that you guys will continue to trust yourself, trust God, trust his timing, and just keep putting in the work. Thank you for being on this channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a purpose-driven brother. It makes me feel less alone in this world, because to be honest with you, we rare. There's not a lot of men on their purpose, but we are, and you should applaud yourself for that. Pat yourself on the back for that every single day and keep putting in the work. So again, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video, and thank you for watching, man. Really, thank you for watching. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. This is my job. This is a big part of my life. You guys are a big part of my life. And I'm just grateful to have you guys, part of the community. All right. See y'all in the next one.